wide world of sports, but this may be the one that really does it. It is teeming, pouring rain at Cheyenne, Wyoming, for the annual Cheyenne Frontier Days Rodeo. Weather conditions absolutely appalling. I can't remember it raining any harder than it has been for the past 15 or 20 minutes here since we were in Moscow back in 1961 at Lenin Stadium. We've also had thunderstorms all afternoon and should be quite a day. I'm Jim McKay reporting to you from our vantage point on the roof, not undercover by the way, along with Lex Conley. Lex, what's it going to do to this great rodeo?
It's still going to be a great rodeo, but it's going to make it tough for the men and for the animals.
A little more spectacular too, if anything.
It will.
We've had more than 500 cowboys here this week.
561 cowboys, and they're competing for $129,000 and some odd dollars. That's surely the richest purse in all time, including the Rodeo Cowboy Association contest and those for the chuck wagon races.
They call this the Danny and Ball with good reason because this is the 70th Cheyenne Frontier Day. Now working down in the arena as always will be the State Senator from Oklahoma and our expert commentator down there, Club McSpadden.
Well, actually, this is ABC's wet world of sports here in the arena, but with promising college youngsters like Denny Ball and Ken Burkhalter, and of course the sensational young rock rider Sean Davis, challenging the established pros regardless of the weather conditions and the arena conditions. We should see great action in this richest of all rodeos up to date. So I'll try to keep out of the way of the horses and bulls down here and not ice under the mud and report the action from down here, Jim.
Right, Clever, we'll be back with the action from this rain-drenched, thunderstruck Cheyenne Frontier Days Rodeo in just a minute.
Why don't you call? No, he doesn't like me to call. He's exactly what I call him. I better not. If there's anything important, he'll call me. He's my agent. I have a perfect right to call him. Let me have that plan. I'm on the call.
This girl is that girl. She is young, pretty, and wonderfully alive. She has a love affair going with life, New York, and the whole wide world.
Hey, doctor, when I left you this morning, what was I?
10 minutes later.
Right. But I left the waitress and I returned.
But drunk.
No, an actress. I got a part.
She's quite a girl, that girl. Watch her in color on ABC.
That Girl, starring Marlo Thomas, event premiere September 8th in color on ABC.
Lex, here we have the bull riding, which is always certainly one of the wildest events in the program.
One of the wildest and one of the toughest and most dangerous for the cowboys, and here our clowns, Buck LeGrand and Wilbur Fogger, play a very important part as they take the bulls away from the fallen riders. Here, a young cowboy from Montana, Denny Wall, has built up an amazing 12-point lead here on 2 bulls. The big question is whether he can ride his bull. If he does, he's the favorite.
But there's an old man in here named Freckles Brown, right?
The grand old man of rodeo.
Okay, let's see how this event goes. Ronnie Webb of Hampshire, Texas, coming right out of there.
Before we can say how much he had to score to go to the lead, that bull Blue Petro brought him down.
And of course, no score for him. Not in contention now. Ronnie Webb. Here we have Joe Green of Sulphur, Oklahoma, on a bull called Whirlaway. He needs 66 points.
Well, there you can see all the power of that bull, and also see how the bull will come back to try and get a cowboy after he's bucked him down.
And as that bull was going after Joe, a clap of thunder resounded overhead. It's a very exciting situation here today, in more ways than one.
Green is really disappointed. That is a great bull. It's been to 4 national finals, and Joe had ridden him here at Cheyenne several years ago.
Here we have Curtis Dykeman of Houston. He needs 65 to take the lead right now.
He has another Harry Knight National Final Rodeo veteran, a bull named Perry Lester. Dykeman taking that rifle in his hand. We're disqualified from the national finals out in Los Angeles 2 years ago. He's in 17th place in the standings right now and trying hard to get up among the top 15. Curtis Dykeman. see Buckler Grant move in after that 8-second gun had sounded here. Let the bull follow him away, give Dyson a chance to get to safety, and the rain is coming down again, Jim. It's going to be tough to know who's ahead.
Oh, it's coming down hard now as we stand by for the score on Curtis Dyson. Score of 72, and Curtis Dyson is the new leader. Here's a call out we're seeing on a number of occasions on our rodeo that we televised, like Bob Wagner on bull number 7 here.
Wagner was the world champion in this contest in 1964. He won Cheyenne in 1962 and in 1963. He's one of the real greats of the rodeo, with 4 times the runner-up before he won that first title. The bull that he's got is the second-generation animal in rodeo. This bull's father was perhaps the greatest rodeo's ever known, no bull in that respect.
They do keep records on the genealogy of bulls, huh?
Oh, yes, indeed.
I didn't know that.
And apparently they can pass these bucking characteristics down from generation to generation. Wagner's riding that bull with his slicker still on, and he's up there at the end of the 8 seconds, hits on his feet and walks away.
A little difficult getting off with that raincoat on, I guess. Now the all-important score coming up for Bob Wagner.
Only problem is how are we going to get it up here, Dick?
Oh, one of the problems is the judges can't write with their chalk on the blackboard, I noticed, because they're all wet.
31 from Judge Ken Roberts total.
Total is 60, and he needed 72, so Bob Wagner does not take the lead. Here is Ronnie Rawson on bull number 118, but he has a name too, this fellow, Earthquake. Ronnie needs 71 to take the lead.
Let's change the name of that bull to Typhoon in honor of today's rain.
I think that would be appropriate.
Rawson is from Broadus, Montana. He won the World Championship in 1961, and he won this rodeo last year. Rawson, one of the bull riders in the business who's known for his stride. He never weakens. Perhaps you can see that just for an instant he started to tip over one way on the bull. When he did, just gritted his teeth and got right back up on top.
Standing by the score on Ronnie Rawson. 63, that's not going to be enough for him. The Curtis is still the leader. Curtis Dyson. Now here's Boyce Burnett, Longmont, Colorado. Boyce needs a score of 70 on this bull Blue Boy.
This is a young bull. This is his first season, and he hasn't been used much this season. But you can bet that he really has been bucking, or Harry Knight wouldn't have him in the final. The scores in these rides, there are 2 judges in the arena. Each judge scores the rider between 1 and 25 points for how well he rides, and each judge scores the animal between 1 and 25 points for how hard the bull or the horse bucks.
51, that's way short for Boyce Burnett.
Well, you can see on that the bull just didn't buck as the others did, so the score was lower.
I get a warm romantic notion when you use apple velvet lotion. That's how all this began, because there's something about an apple velvet man.
Men use Ice Blue Aqua Velva, the aftershave lotion that's better for your skin. Aqua Velva contains humectant, a wonderful skin conditioner, cools away razor burn, soothes irritated skin. You like the crisp, manly scent.
There's something about an aqua velva man.
Regular or new menthol.
Put wings on your electric razor with Wings Electric Shave. Skim off the toughest beard smoother, closer with any electric razor. Wings Electric Shave puts wings on your electric razor. Splash on bottle or glide on applicator.
Now here is one of the most remarkable athletes in any sport in the wide world of sports, Freckles Brown. Would you agree with that, Lex?
Without any question. Freckles is 45 years old. He won the World Championship in bull riding when he was 41, and in the last month he has won over $4,000 riding bulls.
And I can recall seeing him at the national finals one year when he had a broken neck and almost his entire body was in a cast. He needs a score of 67 to take the lead. Quite possible.
He's already placed in the money here for $757. He is in 4th place for the championship this year.
He's broken just about every bone in his body during the course of his career, hasn't he?
Yeah, and it's a funny thing that he did all of this when he was young. Except for that broken neck, he had hardly anything happen to him in recent years.
Except for that, is that right? After he had that, by the way, he had to have a piece of hip bone transplanted to his neck. But here he comes.
Staying right in that spin, and the old man is still up there. And you can bet every cowboy here that Cheyenne was pulling for Freckles Brown.
Looked like he could have stayed there all day. Really did. Freckles Brown, who is now the leader, he had a score of 70. This is Billy Minnick of Medora, North Dakota. He needs a score of 70 now to take over first place.
Minnick, one of the young cowboys who stepped up to the top. He's in 3rd place for the title this year. This bull spun to the left. This was the book on him. That's what the other bull rider said he would do. And stayed in that spin all the way. The mud slowed the bull down somewhat. I think here earlier this week he bucked off Harry Tompkins, one of the all-time great bull riders, and looked a lot faster than that.
So in that sense, there are left-handed and right-handed bull riders. He did not get enough points to take the lead. 63. And now only one man has a chance to catch or pass Freckles Brown for the lead here. That's Denny Wall of Miles City, Montana, but he can do it with a score of 58.
Wall had a great lead when he came to the finals here. He's only 22 years old, Jim. Last year he really